Hi there, and I'm glad you're making the time to listen to this video about nutrition. I would call it Nutrition 101, and to discuss a little bit what I generally see with most of my clients before they come and work with me. One of the general things that I hear a lot is I eat healthy, but I don't know why I'm not losing weight. And that's very possible because eating healthy is very generic. First of all, for every person is just different, so it doesn't really tell me that much. And on top of that, it doesn't really take into account the quantities of the food that you are eating. So you can eat nice and healthy food, very nutritious, but if it's over the caloric that you want to be in to lose weight, you're still gonna put on weight. So that's undeniable. That's the very first thing, which is gonna make me to address the second part of it. Depending on your goal, you either want to be on your caloric deficit, less than what you burn, so you eat less than what you actually burn throughout the day for your activity and staying alive, let's say. If you wanna build muscle, you need to stay a little bit above that. Then this is very generic. It really depends how long you've been training and so on. There are lucky at the beginning, so beginner gains, the first 1 to 2 years, depending on how well you've been training, which intensity and so on. And you can get a little bit above, still losing fat and build some muscle. Then it gets harder and harder the longer your training experience is. So one thing that I generally do at the very beginning is, first of all, to have an understanding what's the starting point. So by seeing the picture of everything they eat and drinks, and or seeing the MyFitnessPal if they're already logging in a certain structured way. So then, depending on what's your body size and especially your body fat percentage at the beginning, we want to assign a quantity of protein to eat per day. Why is that? Because we want to maximize the retention of lean body mass, your muscle and your organs, and while you are on a caloric deficit, if you are going to lose fat, which most of people need to at a certain time, or feeding the mass that you already have to build and build further. So depending on your size and your lean body mass that you currently have, we will assign a number of protein to hit for the day. It's a goal, is the most important one after the calories. So that's the first goal that we always give. There are only 2 things that maintain your lean body mass. One is eating enough protein to feed them, and the second one is trigger the body and the muscle, telling them that you need this muscle, and that only comes from weight training, resistant training, and that's why it's so important. The more your muscle you have, the more lean body mass you have, and the more calorie you're gonna burn at rest, aka without doing anything. So that's the first pillar that we put there. Second, I put and assign the quantity of fat, the healthy fat that you have to eat so that your hormones are functioning well and everything goes into harmony. Third, but not least, the carbohydrates. At the beginning, I generally start just to get them from vegetables and a bit of fruit. And then it really depends on which level you are on body fat, where you want to go. Those are balanced out between the fat and the carbs because they both are a source of energy for your body. So that's basically how I generally structure at the beginning. There is a little bit of trial and error, even if I put down some very specific number for you and your body type, your starting point. And after that, every about 2 weeks, you need to give the time to the body to adjust. We see how that works for you, how you feel, if you are achieving your goal of fat loss or lean body mass. So between 2 weeks and 4 weeks is when the numbers are coming back and we can review it and adjust accordingly on the way. So you keep progressing no matter what, with the proper structure, numbers in line for you, and continuous accountability. Let me know if that's clear. If you have any question for your own experience, please send it over and I'm looking forward to talk to you. See you then.